Hi and welcome to the Geek Legion of Doom, and this is going to be my update for February 2020. Not a massive month. I had, once again, it seems never ending, I've had to pay money out on my car, and I had to pay £300 odd out on a car, so I've not been able to buy too much this month. But let me show you what I've got. So a couple of non-movies first of all. As you know, last couple of months I bought a couple of different masks. This one I actually picked up from the company Wish, which I hadn't used before, and I'll be honest with you, I don't really know why I bought this. I can't even display it because it's one that kind of really wraps around your head. It does kind of light up though, which is quite fun. Don't know how well that will show up. Now, it's quite a brittle plastic, and it did come broken. As you can see here, the visor snapped, and I've had to sort of glue it back together, and it's got a bit of residue here and there, so I need to tidy that up at some point. Do you know I bought this? I'll be quite honest with you. Like I said, it kind of really goes around your head, so I can't really even put it on the wall, which is what I was planning to do the other ones. But who knows? Stupid impulse buying me, that is. However, the next item certainly isn't an impulse buy. This was the Cara Dune from the Mandalorian Black Series credit collection, I believe it is. Now, as I'm sure probably, I did make a video of it, as I'm sure you all know, Gina Carano, who plays Cara Dune, was fired from the Mandalorian for her tweets and all this sort of stuff. And when that happened, I pretty much knew that the figures and stuff would shoot up kind of in sort of popularity. And I bought this on Zavvi on a particular day, and I said to Chris, who you may have seen on the channel for once or twice, like, get the Cara Dune stuff now, because I bet you it will sell out quickly. I had no idea. They had all the companies pulled all their Cara Dune merchandise off sale. So, yeah, this one and all the Cara Dune figures, to be honest, have been shot up in value. And this was one of their... This is the only Black Series one I got. And to be honest with you, I kind of got it just for the sake of, I knew it would be a little bit of a kind of a fun thing to get because of what happened, really. It's quite cool. I don't really buy much in the way of like toys and that sort of thing, but they're pretty good. You know, there you go. Right, on to some movies. So I have a few DVDs to show you this month. So I was on a quarantine for 10 days because I came in contact with someone with a damn virus. So I had a lot of time on my hands. So I've actually done a lot of older film reviews that you'll see on the channel over the next kind of like March and stuff. So I've bought a couple. These I've yet to review, to be honest, because I've only just bought most of these anyway. And some of these I've only got today because I went back to work for the first time and I had my mail delivered to work. So this is Sharkman, which I actually had on a Region 1 DVD some time ago, but I got rid of it. And I remember I started to watch this and thought the CGI was so crap, I turned it off. So I never actually finished it. So I've rebought it so I can kind of rewatch it. It's also known as Hammerhead. It's got an alternate title. And I will review this on the channel at some point. So I've got all these next films to kind of review. Next one is called Shriek. Now this isn't actually its original name. This was actually named. This was actually made under the name Shrieker, and it's a Full Moon production. But they changed it to Shriek in the UK because it sounds a little bit like Scream, and this came out around the same time that the Scream films came out. Now, this actually stars one of my celebrity crushes, Jenny Lano, and I've been reviewing a few Jenny Lano films over the kind of last kind of like few weeks. So you'll see a few pop up here and there. She's not the most well-known of actresses, but there you go. I think this was actually her first movie in the States. She's actually a Russian actress. Anyway, and yeah, this is a creature feature from Full Moon, and I had this on VHS when it came out. And yeah, so I haven't got the VHS anymore, so I rebought the DVD, and I'll review that at some point. Next one I bought, again, I had this on VHS. And this is probably one of the lesser known full moon movies. They don't think they've only ever made one of these. And Seed People, which is a little bit like Invasion of the Body Snatchers in a way. Again, I'll review this one at some point as well. A fun little science fiction creature feature of these kind of like pod people type little alien things. It's actually got reversible sleeve, this one. I remember I bought the VHS purely because I thought I liked the artwork on that. So yeah, I'll give it a rewatch, and yeah, picked it up on DVD. This one I actually had done the review already for. Phoenix 2, this is also known as Cyberzone, also known as Droid Gunner. This one stars Mark Singer, who of course was the Beastmaster. And it's kind of like a cyberpunk Blade Runner-esque style movie. As you know, I am a fan of sword and sorcery movies, regardless of how crappy they are. And I picked up this DVD steelbook of In the Name of the King. Now, this was actually a Dungeon Siege, the video game, the computer game Dungeon Siege. It's actually a kind of adaptation of that video game property. So this is actually a video game movie, although as you see, it's kind of, they barely even mention it, but I think it was so like dodgy, they're kind of like the people from the game like, nah, don't want to be associated with it. I have watched it. I remember the music being so bad in this film. It stars Jason Statham, probably one of his lesser known movies. And it's a sword and sorcery movie where he seems massively miscast, to be honest. But there you go. But yeah, it's it's not in the best condition, to be honest. 2-disc DVD steelbook. I picked up this French. It's actually although it's a G1 size, like a DVD size, it's actually a Blu-ray steelbook from Green Lantern. And as I've mentioned in a couple of other updates, this was not listed properly. So they didn't list it as a steelbook, but I recognised it and I thought, and I picked it up for £2. So there you go. Now on to the good stuff. So this was the Iron Man Xavi Mondo steelbook. This one's probably the most recent thing I've picked up. And so Mondo have released a bunch of the Marvel films. A lot of them have been released in Europe. This one, at the moment, it was only released by Xavi. So you can't get this one in Fnac or Amazon France. And it was only a Xavi one at the moment. That may change. It's quite a nice idea for the steelbook. The only thing I have a problem with here is it looks like Tony Stark has got long hair in this sort of silhouette, which he doesn't actually have in the movie. That's going to be like a scarf. But I think it looks like he's got long hair. Next up, we have a Spanish steelbook, and this is the Deadpool 1 and 2 movie collection. It's a little bit more of an unusual steelbook. Don't really haven't seen this one in very many people's collection. Obviously, you know I'm a huge Marvel fan, so I got to get it. And the final thing for this month, this is my big item, I suppose, and this is the Captain Marvel Wheat Full Slip Edition, which has got an exclusive steelbook sealed up, so I can't show you, I'm afraid. But it's limited to 1,150, of which mine is 218, I believe. And I really I actually quite like Captain Marvel with a helmet on, which is kind of why I went for this one specifically, because obviously it has the image with the actual helmet on. And I think it's quite a cool costume. And this was the only one. It's obviously got this kind of like nice foil design here. And that was it. So that's kind of why I wanted to pick this one up, because I just thought I think it's the best image from the all the kind of the covers that you have, even though it's actually only on the slip. It's not actually on the steelbook itself. Anyway, that is my collection update for February. Anything catches your fancy, please do let me know, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.